Here we are on the Western States Marriages Collection, and this is maintained by BYU-Idaho. This is a free database. Anytime you're working with something for the first time, you'll want to get familiar with what the collection actually contains. So I clicked on the About the Western States Marriage Records Index, and it gives us some details. This has been in progress for just under 30 years. Most of the pre-1900 marriages that are included in the index are for Arizona, Idaho, and Nevada. There are more recent records, and those are more prevalent in the other states. These three states have the most pre-1900. You will find a small collection of 1700 marriage records in New Mexico. So if you wanted to drill it down a little bit, you can actually select the state you're interested in and find out what the list of counties are. You can see we have Alaska, Arizona, California, Colorado, Idaho, Montana, Nevada, New Mexico, Oregon, Utah, Utah Territory, Washington, and Wyoming. So I'm interested today in Utah, and then I can select Go. And then I get a list of counties that are available in this record collection. I'm interested in Cache County, and so there's records from 1859 to 2011, 33,212 from that county. So not a huge amount, but nothing, not a small amount. So definitely something to consider searching. So it says click here for links to the Western States resources. Here I can go back to my search Western States marriages. You can do a simple search or an advanced search. Essentially, the difference between the two are being able to enter in identification numbers. You can search for groom or bride. Let's start with a groom, and we'll go John Wesley. This database is pretty particular. Last name Bush. I'm going to go with Utah. I'm going to leave the counties open just to show you what that results in when we press search. So I got no results when I entered in John Wesley Bush. So we don't want to be discouraged. This is a specific, this database likes things just a certain way. So I'll try W, John W, and then Bush. Okay, and again, we'll try Utah. Ooh, Utah. Okay, and search. Okay, so this time it worked. I have John W. Bush. He did indeed marry Hannah Spence in 1897 in Cache County, Utah. I can click on the year and I get more details. The groom's residence was St. John, Idaho, and the bride lived in Logan. So excellent. So now let's go back and do the search again. So we want to remember that John Wesley, he obviously didn't sign any paperwork with his middle name. Let's see what we get for John. So if you didn't know the middle name, if this John is new to you, you couldn't explain, but you knew it was Utah. But you know what? Since he lived in Idaho, you might not have known it was Utah. So let's try all states. And this is just to see what happens. So this list gets a little bit longer now. And we're on page 1 of 2. And we do see the person that we're looking for. But it's nice to know that you can use this list to help you determine if your person's here in this database or not when you only know John Bush and you don't have any reference to a middle name. And since he lived in Idaho, and then he was married in Utah, you might not have known that. So to go all states was not an unreasonable search. The other thing you can change on an advanced search is you can put in a begin date and an end date. And if you do that, that will restrict the people on the list, so the list won't be as long. So if we do John, just John, and then we do Bush right there. Okay, and then let's say we want to do, they were married in 1897, but we want to actually restrict that. We first have to check it. Okay, and so then let's see if we can put in just a year, 1896 to 1900. And then we'll leave it all states. And so that did shorten the list down. And so we do get our person, John W. Bush, Hannah Spence. But if we didn't know a lot, if we only knew John Bush and we knew he lived in Idaho, but we didn't know where he got married, we were still able to find him. You can do all of the same for the bride. It's always wonderful to have another free genealogy database that is available to us. And I encourage you to learn more about the Western States Marriage Collection and add it as a tool to your genealogy toolbox. It's been great talking with you.